Nature had the last laugh in the tale of the MT Phoenix. The 18,000-ton vessel ran aground at Sheffield Beach on probably one of the most stormy days in KwaZulu-Natal this year on July 26th. Carrying 15 exhausted and grimy sailors, it was on its way to a scrapyard in India when it broke anchor and landed quite firmly on the rocks. This rather stubborn vessel then became the responsibility of the South African Maritime Safety Authority, SAMSA, who soon discovered the details behind the ship were as murky as the waters from which it had emerged. The real owners of the vessel remain unclear to this day. It is alleged that the vessel was owned by Suhair Khan of Dubai or Marika Investments in Lagos, Nigeria. But with no one coming forward to claim ownership, SAMSA was granted an order for the seizure and sale of the vessel on July 22nd. SAMSA's executive head of shipping services, Subantu Tilai, explained the cleanup operation that took place to ready the vessel to be refloated.
We've prepared all the flotation spaces, what your cargo tanks can have and every other cargo hold that you have. In order to blank them, then we're going to pump compressed air to get a more lifting force on the vessel. What we've done as well is to remove all the oil and any residue to prepare the vessel from an environmental point of view to be ready should we need to sink her.
400 cubic meters of oil and pollutants had to be pumped out to avoid any spillage into the sea. Maritime authorities tried 3 times to no avail to refloat the vessel, but the tow line, even though reinforced, would snap each time. But it was 4th time lucky in the early hours of September 3rd that the vessel finally budged and rose with the high tide. Tilai explained the process of deciding where the ship would be taken and sunk if efforts proved successful in the end.
We've worked with Environmental Affairs and they've given us 3 positions. We had picked up a position that's further out and that's the ideal position. The question to be asked is how long does she stay afloat? However, the route we shall take is the one that allows us to cut and sink her in safe enough waters still.
This mysterious ship also drew in the masses as tourists flocked to the usually quiet backwater town. Weekends along the stretch of pavement overlooking the vessel almost looked like a picnic site. Curious visitors came armed with cameras, picnic baskets and binoculars. Some were amazed by the stubborn vessel's refusal to be moved, others groping with the extent of ecological damage in the event of oil pollution.
Well, we used to dive this area a lot, crayfishing, spearfishing, and I just wanted to have a look because not every day a ship gets washed ashore, and also to make sure there's not too much damage to the reef. From what I hear, there's no oil on the ship and it was just basically going to get wrecked anyway, going to get scrapped.
It's not something you see every day, so it's normally just something you'd see on the news. It was close to home, so I thought I'd come down and have a look. I wasn't working today because of the rain. It's more amazing just because it's still so intact and almost looks like it's just driven up the beach. Yeah, it's awesome.
It's the first time I've seen something like this on this coastline. I don't know if there's going to be oil spills, that I'm not sure of, but I can see the guys are going to pump the oil out. It's like my second house this, and I fished right here where it is.
And in the end, she finally moved on a chilly Saturday morning with all the usual curious onlookers tucked away in bed. The MT Phoenix moved when she was ready. She was sunk 78 kilometers south of Durban, 2,000 meters under the sea around Amanzimtoti. Tilai explained how a combination of the right factors needed to be in place for a victory in the end.
You needed high water, which is the tide, and then we needed the swell, which is the wave action. And we had that coincidence this morning. High water was 7 o'clock, but we thought we would start preparing to float at around 5:30, 5:45 in the morning, which is what we did. And we were lucky because God was on our side today.
In the end, SAMSA confirmed that the reflotation operation had cost about 34 million rand. But maritime authorities say this comes far below what it would have cost them if the vessel had remained on the rocks. The story of the MT Phoenix captured the imagination of young and old throughout the province. In the end, some were even sad to see it go on its final voyage. Minoshni Pillay, SABC News, Durban.